This video, we're going to discuss the universal collective energy for the Gemini new moon, the lunar month. Welcome and greetings. Thank you for tuning in and watching Medium Tarot TV Plus. Feed your soul. My name is Edward, your soul messenger, host, guide, assisting us all, including myself, to live, love, and manifest the life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. So let's see what energy we're working with. Let's best utilize it. Get on our path. Make some traction and progress, okay? So, suggested viewing, go to my website, Ragosta.community, link Medium Tarot TV Plus, and definitely suggested to view or review the Zodiac year energy because that's being activated this lunar month because of the day energy. So that brings us back. The Zodiac year 2020 started, I believe, was March 24th with the Aries new moon. So, review that. All right. Now, also review the movie, view or review the video for the solar month of Libra. Nope, not Libra. Of Gemini 2020. We're working with Libra energy. Of Gemini 2020, which was started on May, I almost said March, started on May 20th. Those are two videos to watch. And whenever you go to that link on my website, all the current videos will be there that I share for free. All right, now, with that in mind, we're going to jump to the current week energy. Everything discussed in this video, excuse me, is going to be an influence for this lunar month. Here we're talking May 22nd through June 20th, which so happens to be the first day of summer here in the States. Interesting. All right, because that means it's an overlap for summer. All right, but I do feel we're going to make a lot of headway in and we're definitely going to be making forward movement during the solar month of Gemini 2020 and this lunar month of the Gemini new moon. It's going to get kick-started. All right, some will go quick. What is that saying? Kicking and screaming, but forward movement, here we come. All right. And that's because of safety concerns. But here we go. Here we go. All right, so the week energy. Here we have, so actually just let me say, for the year, all Aries sun signs are activated, empowered, and triggered. We're going to get back to that. And also if you have the placement of the moon in Zodiac Cancer. And we're going to do a review of that when we get to the day energy. You're activated, empowered, and triggered for the Zodiac year. For the month, the solar month, it's Libra. Double dose for them. Activated, empowered, and triggered. Libra sun signs. And then also all the air signs. So that's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius sun signs. And then the week energy, we have, which technically is May 22nd through the 29th. The lighting isn't great in here. I believe so. All right. So this is the energy of new. And it's going to be challenging to do so, but necessary to step out. Definitely step out of our comfort zone and then eventually step out into the public. And the world starts up, reemerges once again. And I have to really discuss about what I hinted at, and I never got to, in the Gemini 2020 video about Mercury retrograde and us reemerging from the virus. All right. So this is the energy of new. Now, normally, I would say with this energy, and the astrological influence is the moon in Sagittarius. So if you have a Sagittarius moon, you activate, empowered, and triggered for this lunar month. and in essence for the summer as well, undertone as well. So this is the energy of new. The other side of this, not so wonderful, is what I call battle weary. Now, we're all a little battle weary, a little stir crazy, a little tired, a little cabin fever, right, from the situation, all a little trepidatious because we want to do this safely, and we're all a little bit on guard. But that's the energy that's not going to serve us. Um, that unfortunately feeds into the psychic insight theme for this new moon, which makes it feel more like a full moon, like a cleansing. But the day energy encourages us to soldier on, brave on, move on, man up, woman up. I don't mean that in a negative way at all. Just basically, it's time for the big boy pants. Time to take charge of our own personal lives, our own path. Perhaps be our own boss. I mean, as you know, as been discussed in other videos, um, obviously working from home for many people, virtually, including myself. I mean, the work that I do in public, of course, I cannot do, but still been doing readings virtually, telephone and Skype video calls, and a lot of people have been introduced to the world of Zoom, including myself, um, for my other business. So there you go. Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. Oh, the joys and wonders of Zoom or online conferencing, right? It's a whole new world. All right. But anyway, so new. We have to be open. Are we ready for Freddie? Are we ready to move on? I hope so. Get out there. I hope so. Safely, of course. Now this is an energy of laying our cards on the table. It's like, here I am. This is it. Also knowing what we have to contribute in our relationships, in our work, in our lives. And much of that has been discovered or rediscovered or resurfaced, including myself, during this lockdown shutdown, the last 2 months. So the thing is not to carry that trepidatious energy with us, but to boldly move forward. We can still do it safely, but we still have to do it. All right. Now, the day energy. Let's see what's happening. Start off the day with the moon in Taurus, but the moon goes void of course at 4:01 a.m. Eastern, 1:01 a.m. Pacific, just in time to end the globe. Then the moon enters Gemini at 9:36 a.m. Eastern, 6:36 a.m. Pacific, just in time to end the globe. The actual new moon is at 1:39 p.m. Eastern. That would be 10:39 a.m. Pacific, just in time to end the globe. And the color of the day is rose. Now, the day energy is the same energy that we have for the zodiac year, which is why I said to view or review that video for zodiac year 2020. And this is what is known as the soul's journey. We're currently going through what is known as the soul's journey, which is basically a 3-week crash course of the soul. Major life lessons under review. It's very focused and highlighted because we're on shutdown, quarantine, isolation, whatever you want to call it. The actual, this time around, and of course it's going to be very significant, this is the first one that we're going through shutdown, quarantine. This current phase is May 19th through June 9th. All right. This is the energy of, yes, being our own boss. It's the energy of Aries, Aries sun signs. They're already the it boys and girls for the year, and now they're doubly so, and we're to take their lead, if you will, because it is an energy that leads. It's the pioneer of the zodiac. Now, the not so wonderful energy of Aries, and every sign has this, has their traits. Everyone. So we're not bashing on Aries here. Is the rushing in where angels fear to tread. So, yes, we do have to think before we act, but we still have to act. We might have to be, for those who are super cautious, like myself, we have to be a little bit impulsive. And I've learned to balance that out. Balancing goes back to the Zodiac month, solar month of Gemini 2020. So it's meeting ourselves in the middle. If we're too much impulsive acting without thinking, then we have to meet in the middle with think things through. But this is an action energy. This is action energy. Has to do with our bosses, has to do with management. And typically doesn't have to do with the government, but it is going to include the government this time around because of Mercury retrograde and our resurgence, reemergence, reemergence, emergence back into the public, into the world, out into the world. This energy has to do with structure, restructuring our life, which basically has been going on since March 24th with the Aries new moon and the new Zodiac year 2020. Now, let's take a look. Since one energy is activated, it activates the other. The other year energy is the energy of expect the unexpected. We're going to see that this lunar month, May 22nd through June 20th, especially during the next Mercury retrograde, June 18th through July 12th. Expect the unexpected. Okay? What I feel that's going to be is movement with starting up with the re-emergence. Okay, I'm going to get back to that. But expect the unexpected. So, do we see, going back to this, do we see the glass half empty or do we see it half full? We accept reality, but we have to move forward optimistically. Okay? Are we in show it to me mode? Well, if that's the case, that body language is closed. We don't want that. I'm not saying I haven't been there, but if you're there, don't stay there. This is an offering from the universe, or perhaps an offering from the government with the stimulus checks plus. And also an energy of being watched, not in a creepy way, but being watched. We're being noticed. So, what are we putting? It comes back to this. What are we putting out? Social media, what are we putting out to the public? Positivity, love, or negativity, fear? Whatever you put out is going to come back threefold. So, just be aware. Choose wisely. That's all I say. And what we focus on is what we become. Choose wisely. We all have to keep our wits about us. All right. Now let's get to the psychic insight theme for this new moon. It's not the best. So even though we are encouraged, we are going to have to overcome obstacles of the mind. Gemini is an air sign, so it has to do with the conscious mind. So the actual Gemini new moon is at 2 degrees. So if you're astrologically inclined, you look on your chart, birth, natal, and or progressed, where 2 degrees Gemini falls, and that's the area of your life that is in focus. It's going to affect you directly. And also, as astrology works, you always look at the opposite sign of it, the opposite other side, 2 degrees as well. Because what affects one affects the other. One is direct, one is indirect, but they're still, it's an axis, polarity. So this is the energy of loss, Loss. It's of the mindset, and the astrological influence is Gemini, or Jupiter, sorry, the planet Jupiter in Gemini. So, luck be a lady tonight. Jupiter is luck, expansion, growth. It's making our own luck, creating our own luck. That's being in the right frame of mind, being at the right place at the right time, even if it has to be virtually. So, Gemini, known as the twins, brings us to 2. Everyone who has 2 sources of income is doing better now, right? State the obvious. But 2 options, 2 choices. Think dual. Once again, this has been discussed in videos recent past. Now, out of my, I do have actually 2 sources, actually I have 3 sources of income. 2 of them are being affected because it has to do with the public, and what I'm left with is the virtual, so I do readings by telephone and by Skype. So, if I didn't have that, needless to say, and I don't know how, unemployment is tricky. That's all I have to say about that. And stimulus checks, some have gotten it, not everybody has. But I do think that's going to be rectified. And that's what I'm going to discuss upcoming for the reemergence. All right, so this is a mindset, and it's loss, feeling confined, trapped. Who hasn't felt that? Stating the obvious. But this really is a mindset, and it's a letting go, and it's a releasing, and it's taking off the blindfolds and seeing things clearly, which we're all been lovingly forced to do. Looking within, spending more time with ourselves. Learned a lot the past 2 months, haven't we? It's not all been pretty, but it's all for our soul growth and evolution. And we're going to be the better for the wear. Stepping out once again. For those who took the time to actually do something about it. All right, now, before I forget, let's discuss about the reemergence. So, for my video subscription service, Medium Tarot TV Plus, I do daily videos, and I get information. And whatever information I get, I share. So, what I was told that during this all has to do with the planet Mercury. It has to do with Mercury retrograde. Go figure. So, last time Mercury was in retrograde, February 17th through March 9th. That is when the you-know-what hit the fan and everything came out. So, it's basically at least a week prior and at least a week after. Because technically, Mercury retrograde is in influence until the planet Mercury goes back to the same degree that it was when it went retrograde. So that could be a good week or 2 after, okay? And it was about a week or so after March 9th that I was personally affected, okay? Perhaps you were too. Now, the next Mercury retrograde is going to be June 18th through July 12th. That is when we're going to see the starting of the reemergence. I'm sure it's going to be, hopefully, it's going to be done safely. It's going to be done in phases. And this isn't I mean, this is being filmed in advance, but this isn't so much of a stretch now because things are starting to do so mid to late May. This is starting, and of course, this is different for different places on the globe. In the states, it's literally a state to state thing. Okay, and globally, it's different for each region. But let's talk about the states because that's where I am currently. We will see a reemergence starting June 18th through July 12th. I also feel during that time, June 18th through July 12th, that the government will come to peace and the money will be taken care of. When I say come to peace, everyone is going to just like either maybe it's agree to disagree, but whatever we're going to get, we're going to get. There's been a lot of proposals, but right? So I think that's all going to be ironed out. So it's ironic that this happens during a Mercury retrograde, but I felt, I've been discussing this in my videos, that this whole shutdown, lockdown should be treated like a Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde is everything with RE, review, revise, restructure, etc., etc., etc. All right, so there you have that. Now, a potential new moon intention. And let's see. Okay, so this would be new moon intention is the strongest if we do it new moon through 12 midnight. So that would be Eastern would be 1:39 p.m. through 11:59 p.m. and Pacific that would be 10:39 a.m. through 11:59 p.m. and then just time to end the globe. So going by the day energy as our guide. Do we want to be our own boss? Do we have to make peace with the government or with management? People in authority, basically people in authority. And being our own boss is being our own authority. It's also the energy of the father, fatherly. So, any father figures in our life, do we have to forgive? Do we want to be a father? Do we want to take someone under our wing? Do we want to be taken? Do we want someone else to take us under our wing? That would be, could be like an internship or, yeah, an internship. And that kind of leads us to knowledge and wisdom. So, gaining the knowledge and wisdom necessary to do this, to pull this off successfully. And it is a take charge energy. So, in what area of our life do we need to take charge of? Um, During the last 2 months, I've put that in the works. Better late than never. So, here we are once again. So, there's some energy suggestions based on that. All right, for our new moon intention. All right. Now, my favorite part is the theme healing song. Now, since the psychic insight theme is, it's not a zippity doo dah, zippity a, you know, bluebird sitting on my shoulder type energy, the theme healing song had to reflect that. But I do believe in positivity should win the day, so it is an emotional song, though it has a positive message within. Now, the actual song is called Little Wonders, and it is by Rob Thomas, and it is from a Disney movie. I believe it was released winter 2007. The movie is called Meet the Robinsons, and it's where in many videos, I have said, keep moving forward, or you'll see me say that on social media. So I'm going to read what it says at the end of the video, which has to do with the movie. Okay, here's the quote. Around here, however, we don't look backwards for very long. We keep moving forward. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors and doing new things, because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. And that is a quote from Walt Disney that was emphasized at the end of the movie for Meet the Robinsons. But it is actually a wonderful song, and it has to do with going back to the simple pleasures, enjoying the moment, and that brings us back to the moment, gives us back our power, and gives us the faith, trust, maybe a little pixie dust to move forward, to tackle whatever situation we have in front of us. So there you have it. So, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you resonated with it. Thank you for joining us. And go to my website, Ragosta.community, link Medium Tarot TV, for all the current videos and current theme healing songs. And if ever you want to review a past video of mine, if it is connected to a theme healing song, I'll keep them up for a year on my website if you don't want to fish for it on my YouTube channel. Go to my website at Ragosta.community, link theme healing song or songs. Okay? So also on Link Medium Tarot TV, you can subscribe for the daily video subscription service. If you'd like to have a reading with me and my guides, go to my website at Ragosta.community, link readings. And I'm doing telephone readings and Skype video calls. And soon we'll be out. You'll be able to see me in person once again. And I encourage you to subscribe to my e-newsletter. Follow me on Instagram, Daily Insight for Fulfilled Life, and on social media, Facebook, and then of course, YouTube channel. All right, let's keep moving forward. There's no way to put it. Okay. All right. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you real soon in another video. I hope to see you real soon. Thanks. Take care.